All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Let me adjust the volume. All right, hold up. All right, we should be good to go. All right, I'm going to link my Facebook page. If those of you who hop in here will follow me there, I'm going to pin that up to the top. Let's talk about current events in the online fitness community. You are not getting fake natty today, or natty or not. We're going to discuss Wes Watson. I checked this situation out. People are like, Jason, what's your take on it? I looked into it, looked to see what people had to say, went and saw the basic footage, the basics. All right, here's my thing. I think Wes Watson is a fucking jerk off. Now, that being said, doesn't mean it wasn't self-defense. So it looks like Wes, because again, he's kind of put this thing out there of saying, doing the tough guy thing, and then almost saying, well, you can come at me at this gym and putting the gym address. All right, man, that's just asking for trouble. That is asking for trouble. I don't necessarily invite people to come fight me or anything. In fact, I'm too old to get hit in the face. I'm not going to stand there and take a hit. I'm just going to bust a tap. I'm not even playing like that. Right? Let's just be realistic here. I am way too old to get hit in the face. I'm not going to stand around and let somebody hit me. But I'm also not going to stand there and invite people to do it either. Okay? And then say, yeah, come meet me at this gym. I mean, dude, that is stupid ass jerk off behavior. Now, that being said, just because someone calls him on it doesn't mean it's not self-defense. It's just stupid. Okay? It's just stupid. And that's apparently what happened. Some guy called him on his bluff, showed up. But I mean, when you look at it, everyone's like, it was a handicap. No, it's not a handicapped person. Just because the guy might be on the spectrum doesn't make him handicapped. The guy is like 7 feet freaking tall. So when people pull this handicap, it's not like it's Genova or somebody. Okay, this is a big dude. And the dude looks like he did kind of come up and start beef. Set his phone down, did it for clout, but he called him on it. But again, Wes doesn't need to be putting it out there like that. Again, if you get up and you act stupid and you kind of challenge people and say, you can come to this gym and take it up with me, and you're telling people where you're going to be to come do it. You know what I mean, guys? We're getting ridiculous. But again, this is jerk off behavior. This jerk off behavior. And the guy's a jerk off. He is. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He puts up this big old goofball type of thing. Is there going to be, I don't know if there's going to be a lawsuit, but I mean, if anything, who's got grounds for the lawsuit is probably going to be Wes Watson. I mean, he did defend himself. It is technically self-defense, but that doesn't mean him doing stuff the way he's doing isn't a problem. Okay. He's more or less invited, and that's what makes it complicated, right? Well, he didn't look like a bully, Lucy. Did you see the full footage of the guy's approach and everything? The guy sets his phone on the ground, comes over and confronts him, and it looked like he put his hand on him first. Okay? Now, the fact that he might have gone overboard in his response, I don't know, man. Heat of the moment, the guy has put his hands on him first. You see where I'm going? Right? Well, William, I don't care if it's a soft push, dude. Some 7-foot dude comes up and pushes me. I'm not going to hands. You can call it overreaction if you want. I'm old, and technically I got Meniere's disease. I'm 48. I'm not taking a punch to the head. I don't give a shit. I'm just not doing it. Bro, not doing it. Not playing like that. It's straight to weapons out at that point. In fact, he's already approaching aggressive. It's already not even playing. But the guy put his hand on him first. Now, was he probably should have backed off once he had him down? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say once people are in the heat of the moment, but it's technically self-defense. But, right? William, I haven't thrown hands in so many years I wouldn't even remember it, but I don't care to. See, the point is, I don't have to. I'm not going to stand there. I'm not interested in fighting people because I'm not a fucking jerk off. But that's the point. Is goofball behavior. Bunch of low-class, trashy behavior. That's what it is. I'm going to throw hands, go fight somebody. Whatever, dude. Go fuck yourself. All right. But let's get over to the questions. Happy New Year, Jason. Happy New Year to you too, Omar. Nick Morgan says, has anyone ever ran Devo and lost weight? Not to throw it out. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a big enough deficit, it could be self-defense. I mean, it looked like self-defense. Now, again, once the guy's on the ground, he kept hitting him or whatever a bit. Again, that's a whole separate topic, I suppose. Right? Do you believe 1 pound of protein per pound of body weight? For TJ, you need to be very specific. You need to be very, very specific. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, got something. All right. All right. William says, do you ever get angry sometimes and just want to screw someone up to get the way? No, dude. I just have no need to want to get in a fight. Right? I have no need to get in a fight. I have no desire to get in a fist fight with anybody. It doesn't resolve anything. It doesn't solve anything. Just my take on it. And it doesn't matter if they're smaller or weaker or whatever, and they pop up. I'm not interested in getting in a fist fight. And therein lay the problem. All these guys, they put up this tough act and they want to fight, challenging everybody to fights and challenging them to come down to fight them, challenging people to cage matches. Come on. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Lucian says guys in their 40s don't need to be fighting. Exactly, man. Dudes in their 40s be getting fights. I mean, I get it if you're a professional fighter. Right? I get it. If you're a professional fighter and it's what you do, by all means, then fight. Other guys who don't do it for a living, or you're not at least fighting competitively, why are you running around getting in fights with people? And there's a shelf life to how many times you're going to get hit in the head in a ring. I think people need to factor that in too. There's a shelf life to that. All right. Is TRT like steroid? TRT is for a replacement dose of testosterone from your doctor. It's technically a steroid, but it's not like doing a bunch of steroids now. Shane says, why do people say bench more to bench more? Isn't that just overtraining the same movement? Most people that ask for bench advice are already benching enough. Yeah, they just need to gain muscle. All right. So let's get back over. How's your night going? My night is great, man. William says, well, that's true, but some ass kicking helps people to grow. Not really. Yeah, Chuck, I mean, that's a whole separate topic. Hell, let me jump into that. Contrary to the rumors, I don't like being pegged. I don't judge anybody who does. I don't think it's gay. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't hate on anybody who's into that. It's not my thing, so it's a really weird that people think it is my thing. I've literally never had it done. Okay. Okay. Ron, honest, you asked me, have I tried it? No, I have never been begged. That being said, if I was into that, I wouldn't have a problem with saying it. Like if you asked me straight up here, I wouldn't have a problem with saying it. Like I wouldn't even be embarrassed by it. I know dudes who are into it. I don't judge them. Not my thing, dude. All right. But clearly, because you guys are so obsessed with it, it's clearly your thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't talk about it all the time, guys, and make endless memes. So just admit it's your thing. Right? Just admit it is your thing. Sorry, I'm getting a ton of messages. All right. I'm getting tons of messages interfering with my thing. Sorry, my message is popping up where these questions are. You should compete. I'm not interested in competing. Sounds like some of these guys do need some TRT in here. Halitosis diagnosis says, if you could have Coach Jay Cutler, would you have done differently in his training? I wouldn't. Like, look, I'm a good coach, right? I'm a good coach. But to have the audacity to think that any one of us who's a coach would have gotten Jay Cutler better results, and we would have stepped in and said, you know, guy won the Mr. Olympia 4 times. Had he taken our advice, he would have gotten 5. I mean, are we serious? I mean, does anyone out there really think that way? I mean, you have to be delusional to think that. Okay. Right? Sure, I did say he didn't know how to bench, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't jacked and didn't get results and didn't win the Mr. Olympia. I don't like how he benched. I don't think it's the best way to go about it. Okay. Will fixing my circadian rhythm give my strength a boost? It might. Orbital wants to know, should he join the Ukraine army? I have no idea. That's a personal choice that you have to decide for yourself. If you want to join the army in your country, right? My Cali muscle death prediction's wrong, but I got a bunch of them right. But he had a massive heart attack. Right? He had a massive heart attack, so I didn't miss it by much. All right. Do you think Andrew Huberman is lifetime natty? I have no idea. Why are we even asking about Andrew Huberman on that? What? Are you a deodorant guy or an antiperspirant guy? Deodorant. Okay. What's the most I've ever overhead pressed? 227.5 pounds on camera. Do stem cells regenerate damaged heart muscle? I have no idea. You should probably ask a medical doctor. Right? I have literally zero idea. I've made countless videos explaining why the overhead press plateaus fast because of the muscles involved. Right? Because of the muscles involved, because it's a difficult lift and because it's a slightly lighter lift relative to your other big lifts. It's pretty normal. Let's see. I have no idea. You asked me last time, Chuck, who the strongest natties are. I literally have no idea. But they're going to have to be over 400 pounds. All right. So Cali Muscle also dropped a ton of his muscle and gear use after his first heart scare. So Jason is still half right. No, I don't need moderators. It's all engagement at this point. It's all engagement. It all pays. Let's see. What's your thought on BPC 157? You need to be very specific. I don't think about it. I don't really usually recommend it. It does have some uses. I question if it's actually better than just taking growth hormone for some of those same purposes. So they could debate. And with the current market for growth hormone, how cheap it is these days, you see where I'm going? Good morning from New Zealand. What's your opinion on Wendler 531 program, pros and cons? That's too long of a question. It has pros and cons. I think it can be an okay intermediate cookie cutter program if you're not going to do custom programming, but it has its problems with junk volume, excessive specificity sometimes on the big list, but it's a decent enough program, right? Most impressive lift of 2024, in my opinion, I don't know. I don't know who set what world records was the most impressive. Does smoking weed lower testosterone? No idea. I don't eat kitty because of tuna surprise. Why not, man? I still think you might want to go back where it was working, but I don't need the flush live. I'm doing the same thing here now, and it's already been slowly coming back up. What would you consider a big shoulder girdle on an average height man? A big shoulder girdle? I mean, Antonio, are you asking me, have I ever stood around measuring people's shoulder girdles? I don't have numbers. A big shoulder girdle is a big shoulder girdle, one that looks big. I think it's pretty straightforward, right? Does Ice Cream Fitness have any place for advanced lifters? Absolutely not. That is purely a novice program. William says, I like clean tacos. Well, we all like clean tacos. No, that is not Antonio from Team Blaha. All right. Yeah, Alan, not even remotely close. Satnav says, do you think Greek statues are actually a good aims in terms of body fat and muscle development? Yeah, I think so. Right? Classic aesthetics. My friend said he benched 325 and sent me the video. His butt came way off. Should I be honest with him? Yeah, tell him it doesn't count. How to approach training when getting psychologically drained faster than the ideal stimulus that my muscles can handle. You need to adjust something in your training, right? You need to do something different in your training because I don't know what's going on. Whereas that's a consultation level question, right? Right there, hit me up. Let's set up a consultation. That's a professional level question. If you need psychological help with dealing with your mindset and fatigue management, hit me up there, right? Send me a DM on there. Also, all of you who are watching, reach over and follow me on the Facebook page and go down the road, like all my stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. Does an overhead press count if bar comes down but back up again? No, no lift counts if you have downward movement of the bar. That is a disqualifier in any powerlifting type competition, right? Hold on, that's an important text. All right. Does it bother you when Eric dresses up? Okay, let me start that. Does it bother you when Eric dresses up as you in his videos? No, I just think it's ridiculous. Cactus says, of course they would leave, but they don't. All right. Someone who gets through my dot disturb, a close friend, Ron, it's none of your business though. Who does the Blaha? Eric Konechny does. Yeah, he's been doing it for 8 or 9 years, hasn't he? So he's been doing it a long time. I mean, I think it's ridiculous personally. I mean, but if he enjoys doing it. I should get royalties on Eric's videos, right? Right, I should. He should be paying me. Yeah, it's not a good impression. I mean, I get that it's funny. It's just not very good. How can I increase my presence at the gym? I have no idea. My impression of Eric. Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody, it's Eric Chernisky here from Eric Chernisky's Fitness. You know, that's my impression of him. What do you guys think? Come on, even the haters got to laugh at that one. Even the haters have to laugh. Admit it. That shit was funny. Thoughts on the Wes Watson archetype. What do we mean that Wes Watson is ridiculous? It's ridiculous. Yes, we're getting back to bring back the roast videos. We need to. Gotta admit, Coach, you've been on fire these days. Yeah, Alan, ain't nobody ever said that. All right, dude, I'm just going to call you right there. I can promise you beyond a shadow of a motherfucking doubt. None of my exes ever said that. Oh. All right. Which is more impressive, 500? P.S. Why do you ask me that over and over and over? No one gives a single flying fuck about double overhand deadlifts. I've said that like 10 times to you, brother. All right. Moon Cookie was with him. She was with me for over 3 years. For 3 years. But I'm not going to talk about her. I'm going to be cool. I said I wouldn't talk about her. All right. Vegan Games does the text-to-speech donation. Looks like he does. I don't know what does text-to-speech donations mean. Could someone explain this? Cactus, my mother has been dead for 20 years. So no. They're talking about an ex-girlfriend of mine. Shit. Okay, could someone explain to me what this text-to-speech donation is? Is Vegan Gains still? Apparently he is. It's for people who can't read. Okay, Satnav, that's not telling me anything. Could you explain it in clear English as a coherent thought? So please explain that in a little more detail, because I still don't understand what you mean. Okay, a computer reads the comments out for them. Yes, I know what the term text-to-speech means. All right, you guys are telling me there's a thing called, all right, I'm gonna make this very clear. You guys are saying there's a thing called text-to-speech donations. I am not aware that there's a button I can press on my phone to where I get paid for your phone giving you text-to-speech. Could you guys explain this in detail? I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Okay, as explained above, someone writes something in a super chat that an AI voice reads it out on stream. Is that a setting? That's not an option. All right. Not strength question, but is having 2,000 physical games and 102 game consoles, is that a lot? Yeah, that's a lot. No, they use third. Okay, thank you guys. You guys need to explain this. All right. All right. Coach, which would you rather daily, sauna, cold plunge, or tanning bed? Probably sauna. Would you ever do Twitch streaming? I only vaguely know what Twitch is. No, I don't want to play games and get paid for it. Should look into it and make a lot of money. All right, I might look into that. Let people read whatever nonsense they want and just get paid for it. Thoughts on elk hunting? Elk hunting's kind of fun. I've only done it one time. It's been 30 years. Who is next? I don't know. I might do someone really famous. I might do Alex Leonidas. I don't know. Yeah, you missed the boat. No, I didn't miss the boat at all. I'm not. How did I miss the boat on something I have no intention of doing? All right. But I'm probably going to wind this one down fairly soon. Got a couple calls I need to make. So while this is fun, I'm going to run this just a couple more minutes and I'm probably going to shut it down. Hey, coach, what is the consensus? GPS natty or not? I literally made a video saying he wasn't natty and he responded and everything. Glad to see the stream more lively. Has your engagement increased a lot? It's been coming along, actually. That's why I'm not banning. I'm just letting the people run, right? It's literally in my lives, dude. I did it only a few days ago. It's just a few days old. It's right there. No, I don't think I need to do that, Chuck. Maybe, but at the moment it's not in the cards. Maybe long term. Dumb question. Is there a way to unban every single person you banned with a few clicks of a button, or do you have to do it individually? No, you can unban everybody on YouTube. Make a fake character that will get views and piss them off, right? Well, Chuck, but I covered the whole point, and that's enough to get people in to watch the stream later. These things get views later. If someone does a hard squat and curl session, is the curling taking away from the squat recovery? Not necessarily, no. Hey, Antonio, what makes you think I didn't? There's a real question, and I think this will make all the haters go, oh, what makes you guys think I didn't already unban everybody? What do you mean I have chat replay on? Is systemic fatigue real, do you think? Systemic fatigue being real is not even a question, is it? We know it's real. It's not a matter of my opinion. You still claim 3-day push-pull leg is okay for beginners? Yep. Marshall Painter, people justify being concerned with increased risk of cancer and tumor using growth hormone. I don't know. I mean, I think it would take a significant amount to be a concern. And Morgan and Freeman, I still don't know who those people are. William says Jason single-handedly took on the Viet Cong, right? Yeah, I think I'll definitely do Alex this week. All right. I don't think he's worth $200 a month. But if he's going to start a business, that's his business. Like, why does my opinion matter on someone else starting a coaching business? Hey, Jason, how would you program for someone who lacks chest development? That would be based upon their individual needs. Like, I'm not going to write out a free program for you here. No, he's not one of my competitors at all. He's not going to take any of my clients. All right. But where are we at? I do need to wind this one down. Like I said, I was going to do this one's going to be a hair shorter, but we'll do some more of these tomorrow. So I hope it's been informative. I love all of you guys and gals, and I will talk to you next time.